Hey there, Yomimon Masters in training. I am back with another PAX Pokemon League battle against Auden, the Cloudbank boxer, but you know him better as Elo. He has his own personal channel as well. So I'm looking at his team. I've been using my team superior team, and I see Zygarde, I see Clawlitzer, I see Zoroark, I see Garvar, Fortress, and Terrakion. And I really don't know what to expect here, so I'm just gonna lead out with my superior and hope for the best. And when I see what he leads with, I feel pretty comfortable with my lead. He ends up going with Terrakion, so I'm like, okay, I like Terrakion. I should be slightly faster than him unless he's Scarfed. So he switches him out, which pretty much told me he wasn't Scarfed, but if he was, I was like, oh, okay. And even though Fortress comes in, I'm like, I don't care, I wanted to do a Leaf Storm on you. So I do a Leaf Storm again because I missed the previous one, and I get that contrary boost, so I feel good to go here. I think he's just gonna Stealth Rock or something, which you expect, because hey, he's a turn-in Stealth Rocking machine, that Fortress you. And he stays in, he does a little bit with leftovers, so I'm like, okay, that's good. He's bulky, it makes sense. But I am going to do Hidden Power Fire, and I knock that bad boy out. That's right. And I'm glad because now I can just bring in my spinner, which is my Tentacruel, and get those rocks out of there, and I don't have to worry about him bringing it back. So he brings out Help, parentheses, which is again his Terrakion, and does X-Scissor. And I'm like, oh shit, I did not expect that. And I guess it is Scarfed, and I shouldn't have been worried, but this is going to be a double down because I can one-hit KO it with that Leaf Storm, but at that current range I'm at, 10% of my life because of that Life Orb is going down. But thank you, Queen Bey. You're Queen Bey in my heart. Happy birthday, Beyonce. The pageancy loves you, boo. Anyway, I'm going to bring out Squid Adler because I got to get those rocks out of there, and it brings Flood. And I'm like, Clawlitzer, okay. I ain't too worried though. But it uses Night Days, and I'm like, that ain't no Clawlitzer, yo. So I don't care. I just spin because I'm gonna see it's Zoroark in disguise. I'm like, oh no. And I really haven't fought a lot of Zoroarks in battle. I know they're pretty speedy, but when it comes to their defenses, they're not all that great. So I was using Night Days again, and it actually took me a while to know that Night Days takes down a Pokemon's accuracy. But it doesn't seem to really matter here because I'm just going to say, hey, I see the damage you're doing with the Black Sludge. I can get a little bit back. Let me set up some hazards because I really need that for that to support on my team. Does Night Days again, and I'm like, oh my god, all this accuracy stuff. And it goes down again. It's like 3 levels. But I guess, you know, Toxic Spice just doesn't care. So I put one down, I do a Scald, and I hit it. I won't take it out. But I get the burn, so I'm like, yeah, boy. But that doesn't really matter since Zoroark is a special Pokemon anyway. But it's nice to get the burn. You get that added residual damage and all that. Does Night Days one more time. And I'm like, ew, hang on with 1 life. I was like, no way. Get that second layer of Toxic Spikes out there. Toxic Poison whenever you come into the battle. Let that burn take you down just a little bit. Just a little bit. And we'll see what happens. Does it knock it out? Yes, it does. So I got that Zoroark out of there, that trickster of you, the Loki of the Pokemon world, if you will. And then Zygarde comes out, and I'm like, oh no. Oh lordy. But then it has a Lumberry, like, I don't give a... Yes. So it does Dragon Dance, I'm like, oh lordy. Oh no. I'm not prepared for this. Zygarde, being a Pokemon I don't have a lot of, you know, experience with, and I went into autopilot and I did a knockoff, and then it's all like, but I already used this Lumberry, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Oh crap. Probably should have scalded it or something, but being the dragon type that it is, and I thought I'd bring in Marodia to get some fairy type action going, but it Dragon Dances one more time, so I know it's going to be faster than me even after I Mega Evolve. And even on this turn it doesn't matter because I still have Gardevoir speed before the Mega Evolution. So here I am thinking, what is he going to do? It's basically a scout move because hopefully I can survive it and hit it with a Hyper Voice. No, it's just like, I'm going to rock with that Earthquake, and I'm like, not staying alive, not staying alive. Got a critical hit. Not good. So I'm bringing Rotom, thinking, alright, I don't want to get hit by your earthquake, but then I get rocked by the outrage, and I'm like, I'm bulky, I can do this, but two dragon dances, and I'm like, oh no, guess not. So I gotta bring in Granleon the Caesar. If you actually, I have 2 Chrono Trigger references on my team, Marodia and Granleon, which are both actually Japanese references too, but we'll get back into that later. I take that outrage pretty well, and then it gets confused because of that Lumberry not being there. You get to stay confused. So I'm like, yes, boy. So I do Bullet Punch again, just hoping it will hit itself in its confusion, and oh, yes, it does. So that is good for me because that was a powerhouse of a Pokemon, and his extreme speed hits me, which is faster than my Bullet Punch, +2 priority versus +1. But I get to get my Bullet Punch in there and knock him out. So I'm like, woo! Okay, that was a threat. That was a big threat. Like, seriously, holy crap, why? So then Clawlitzer comes out for realsies this time, and he pretty much resists my Bullet Punch, but he's a slow Pokemon. He's like base 50, and I have base 65 with Caesar, so I knew knocking off whatever it had would be a possibility, but I wasn't gonna live anything else because Clawlitzer has that ability where pulse moves are more powerful. I'm gonna forget the name of it, but you know it. So Squid Adler comes back, you know, just to see what he can do, just to take some fodder damage. Also knowing that he's faster, I'm just gonna say, hey, I'll hit you with something. Hit you with something. But you got me with that Dark Pulse, and I'm like, okay. Okay. I got you. But anyway, and so it's coming down to about 2 more Pokemon on my side, or actually no, this is the last Pokemon that I have on my side. Makut, the Garchomp, and he does the Iron Head and takes out the Clawlitzer. So now it comes down to 1v1, as it a lot of times comes down to me and Eric. And for this one, she gets poisoned, which it doesn't matter right now, and traces my rough skin, which is all good. So then it Mega Evolves, which is all great. So I'm locked into Iron Head because I'm scarfed, but it's super effective, so I feel okay. And I'm fast, so I'm like, Iron Head, knock it out, knock it out. What? No. Okay, and you're gonna see on the screen the damage calculation that happens there, and as the 98 point is like 93.8% chance of one hit KOing Gardevoir, and because you put 4 EVs into his HP, that allows it to defend against an Iron Head from a Garchomp 1/10 of the time, and that 1/10 of the time meant something, and I was in that match. So that was a beautiful match. I loved it. I had so much fun. Always have great battles against Eric, and that is the epitome of what Yomimon is about. Understanding what happened, understanding your stats, knowing yourself, and you'll never be in peril in a battle. I lost, but I lost to luck, not because of lack of skill. So that's all good. Well, I hope you guys come back. I enjoyed that battle. I hope you did too. We'll see you on the flip side of tomorrow. Peace.